Hey guys, it's Andrea. So today I'm doing my Shop My Stash video. I'm going to start with lips as always. These are the ones that I have 3 drawers. I have my have used yet, and ones I want to use again. These 2 are in the use again drawer. This is the ColourPop The Rabbit and ColourPop Super Bloom. So these are staying in. These are the ones that I didn't get a chance to use, only 3. This is ColourPop Scorpio Moon. I also have Bend and Snap from Too Faced and Rebel Rose from Wet n Wild. So these 3 are staying in as well. And these are all the ones coming out. As always, if you want to see how these look, you can watch my every lipstick I wore this month video, because that is basically a lip swatch video of everything in this drawer. I'm just going to swatch a few standout favorites. This is brand new. This is from BH. It's the Cashmere Cream in the shade Perf, which I think is a stupid name, but I really, really like this formula and I really like this color. Also, kind of a new standout, these new Sephora Rouge Lacquers. This is number 22. Really like this formula as well. That's a really fun nude color. What else is like a fun thing that I will swatch? This one is really fun too. This is from Milani. It's 01 I Am Fabulous from the Bold Matte line. Really like that color. Dose of Colors in Toast. Also a favorite this month. This is one of my favorite reds, and you know I don't wear a lot of red. This is Bit of Sunny from ColourPop. It's the Ultra Blotted Lip, so it's like a gel lipstick that looks like it's been blotted off your lips already. And what else has been a favorite this month? These 2 from Bare Minerals. I actually didn't pull these in last time. I pulled them in after. This is XOX. I really like this color. These are like really creamy and nice as well. I really want to pull one of these into my project pan. This is the shade Love. I think I like this one even better too. Really, really pretty. Okay, everything in here is new stuff that I'm pulling in this month, so I will swatch all of this. This is Jasmine from the Disney collection from ColourPop. Love this formula. The cream luxe lipsticks in the bullet tube. Love, love. Oh, here's another one of these cashmere creams from BH. I only bought 2 of them. This one is in the shade Yes. See, these names are cringe, but really like that. They're very similar, those 2 colors, but I really like that. Here is Raspberry Tart from Jordana from the Sweet Cream Matte. Love this color. Such a nice bright pink. I didn't want to pull in too many liquid lipsticks this time because I'm just not that into liquid lipstick lately, but there are a few in here. This one is brand new. I actually haven't worn this yet, but I wanted to pull it in here first. This is Anya from BH, the Liquid Linen. It just looks like it's going to be such a nice, pretty, bright color. This is also new. This is Modesty from MAC. I got this in Back to MAC. Really nice, everyday, wearable nude color. This is the Get It All lipstick from NYC in Terrific Coral. I don't know if you can even get these anymore, but I love wearing this in the summertime. It's such a pretty, like, orangey red. I did kind of want to force myself to use this at least once. This is number 13 from the Sephora Cream Matte Lip Stains. Just a really nice mauvey pink liquid lipstick. This is Melon from Jouer. Kind of the same idea, although this is a little bit more of a nude than a mauve. I wanted to try to, again, force myself to wear red. This is Love Drunk from Urban Decay. I actually love this formula and this red in particular. I just don't wear it that much. Here is Sunday Fun Day from Too Faced. You know, they don't make these liquid, or not liquid, they don't make these lipstick tubes like this anymore because apparently it was a ripoff from Tatcha's lipsticks, but they make them without this now, and I don't know. It doesn't appeal as much to me. This packaging is so pretty. Here's another Too Faced, but this is from the, I can never ever remember the name of this. It's like nude neutrals or something. I don't know. They smell like coconut. This one is in the shade Pout About It. Here's Xenon from the Velvet Lip Glides from NARS. Love this color. Love this formula. Oop, wasn't in frame there. Here's one of the liquid catsuits from Wet n Wild, the shine one. This is in Peach Stole My Look. I've worn this recently. It was in a recent Shop My Stash as well, but really I like this formula. I don't like how little comes out on the applicator when you pull it out. This is from Filmora. This is from the Mario collection from like 2 Christmases ago. This is in the shade Saved Peach. And this one is, again, kind of like, it's definitely a sheer light color, but it is like a springy, peachy color. This is L'Oreal Coloris Shine in 916, which is called Luminous Coral. Really love this formula, really love this shade. Kind of similar in that it's shiny and sheer. These have a nice scent, not the gross L'Oreal scent. Here is We from Sephora from the Lip Stories. This is a cream. It's very velvety, very creamy, very like glides on formula. Love that. Here's another, we're in a theme of like sheer corals. This one is from Givenchy. I'm running out of swatch space and I'm too like into the zone to get a wipe. This one is called Exotique number 751 from the Dior Addict Lip Shines. I don't think they still make this. This is Spicy Mauve from Maybelline. Really like this formula a lot. This is from the Shine lineup as well. This formula is really super nice. See, I know I only have 3 more. I know I can do it without the lip, without the wipe. Okay, here's one from Becca. This is in the shade Bear. This is from their new lipstick line. I don't like that these don't really have a scent. I wish they did. I wish they were also magnetic. That's just like, I don't know. For the price, I wish they were. Anyways, I'm not gonna buy any more of those. I don't love them enough to, but I think they're okay. This is Celebrity from CoverGirl. This is a really interesting shade because it's very deep brown, which I don't wear that often, but the couple times I've worn this, I did really like how it looked. So I pulled that one in just for something different. And here's another one of the Bare Minerals. This is in the shade Mantra, which I also really, really like. I like all of these that I have. I got them in a set a few years ago. Really like them and I want to start using them up because I really like all the shades. So there are all the lipsticks that are going to be in my Shop My Stash this time around. So there's a drawer system that I just showed you. Moving on to actually taking everything out. Here's my highlighter drawer and blushes. Pretty much all these highlighters got used multiple times. Dandelion, Twinkle. I still don't think that I really like this that much, so, but anyways, that's not what this is about. Dior 002, love this. That can come out. I did use Bobbi Brown Pink Glow quite a few times. I love Bronze Glow. I like it a lot more than this, but I do like this, and I think I might like this better in the winter. That can come out. The Naked Skin, what is this called? Shimmering powder for face and body. I like this. It's super glittery. It's not as shiny as I would love it to be, but I still really, really enjoy it a lot. This is the Makeup Revolution Skin Kiss in the shade Golden Kiss. Love this. It's a little bit of a thicker formula than a lot of things that I prefer, but I still really like the way it ends up looking on the cheeks. This is the Lise Wachee the Neige powder. I ended up grinding a tweezer in it because it was stuck in here and I had to like, anyways, I ended up grinding something into it. The white on here, I have discovered through use, comes off. So the white is an overspray in each one of those. I don't know that I love this, but I like it enough to keep it. And this is Champagne Pop from Becca. I use this a bunch of times and that can come out as well. The blush, oh, by the way, this is my Cheek Leaders palette from Benefit. This is my Shop My Stash highlighter this month, or not my, this is my Project Pan highlighter this month, so that's staying in. Brows never change. Okay, this stuff, all of this got used at least once. Some of it didn't get used as much as I would have liked. Like this Makeup Forever Sculpting Blush in number 22, but I had planned to wear this today, so I'm actually gonna take that out because I haven't done my makeup yet today, and that's gonna be used today and then be put back. Frat Boy, what's this one again? Hummingbird Hype, Petal Power from MAC, Dolce Pink. I feel like this one I only used once, but I'm gonna put it back. Too Faced, love Hangover. These all got used a bunch of times. The only thing that I really only used once, other than Dolce Pink, was this Clinique Berry Pop, but I'm okay to put this back. Ginger Pop I liked a lot. I kind of want to keep this in, even though I used it a bunch of times. I really liked it, and I think this is the time of year for that. Let me swatch this one for you since I haven't swatched anything in this drawer yet. I really like this color and this shade. Color and shade are the same thing. Don't know why I said that, but I really like it, so I'm gonna keep that in. Other than that, that drawer is done. This is my Complexion drawer. Everything, not everything, most of what's in here is gonna come out. Foundations are gonna be so different this month, you guys, or this time around. I can't wait. Okay, this is the Revlon Insta Filter foundation. Used that a couple times. This is the BH Liquid Foundation, Naturally Flawless. I actually purchased another one of these because this isn't really the right shade for me. This might be a winter shade, but it looks weird on me right now. So, but that's gonna come out. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I freaking love this stuff. I always have, but just I rediscovered my love of it this time around. So, but I'm gonna put that back. And this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation, I hate this. I hate it. It so weirdly does not blend into the skin, and it looks like sheer coverage, but weirdly streaky at the same time. I do not like this at all. So I use that a couple times. Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, use this a ton. One Heck of a Blot from Soap and Glory can go back as well. This Milk Makeup Blur Primer, this is just a little mini, but I don't like this. I really don't. It's not creamy enough to really apply easily, and I didn't really feel like it did anything for my pores for the look of them. So anyway, I don't like that. NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat powder, that can go back for a little while. This is now my Project Pan powder, so that's going to stay in. This IT Cosmetics translucent powder, the Bye Bye Pores, really like this. It's great for oily skin. This is my eyeshadow primer, so that always stays in. The Fenty powder, I didn't use this a ton. I did use it a couple times and I still like it. I just like something a lot better, so that's gonna come out. Both of these Annabelle Perfect Bronze bronzers can come out. I use those a ton. I actually finished a concealer this time around. There was another one in here. This MAC Pro Longwear Concealer can come out. The Milani Conceal and Perfect, I love this. That can come out. This is gonna stay in because it's my only color corrector, and this is gonna stay in because I am gonna finish this up, you guys. I actually took the stopper out of it because it's like almost empty inside. You can see there's a ton of product now when you pull that out, but it's almost done. So this is gonna stay in until it's finished. And only two things left in here. The IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Bronzer. I love this. I love the way it looks, but it's hard to get the right amount on your brush because it's a loose bronzer, but I really like it. This is the Gigi Hadid Light Medium Tinted Primer. It's really like, I use this for cream contouring. Really like this, but I'm gonna switch it up. So there's that drawer done. Here's my eyeshadow palette and single drawer. This Wander Beauty Wanderous Fling, I only used this one time, and I'm going to actually use this again today. And I'm going to use it with this Chrome Shadow Paint Pot in Sun Drenched, because I only used each one of these things one time only, and I want to use them each one more time. So I'm gonna use those today, and then they're gonna come out. This Dior Cosmopolite, I'm in a really weird position right now to film this drawer for you, so I'm having some issues, but I will try to swatch this. This is Cosmopolite, super pretty, and that can go back. Definitely use that. I did use Top Yacht. I'm still on the fence over whether I like the way this applies or hate it, but I'm gonna put that back for now. And I did not end up using Better Clove from Estee Lauder, the Victoria Beckham collab, so I'm gonna leave this in here. So for palettes, I have the Lime Crime Venus 2 or Venus XL2. I really, really liked this a lot. I did use it a lot. I kind of feel like I want to keep this in, but I know I need to move on to other things. But I love this. This is the Deuce or the Dose, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, from Juvia's Place. Love this as well. I used this multiple times. I did some really gorgeous eye looks with this. I think the only shades I didn't end up using in here or this one, and this one, but that's okay. I kind of, same thing, like I want to keep this in, but I need to use other things. The ColourPop Yes Please palette, use this a bunch of times, that can come out. I did use the Jaclyn Hill palette a bunch of times as well. There's still a bunch of shades in here that I haven't tried, but I'm moving on from this one for now. I don't love it, it's just okay for me. So this is gonna come out as well. This one from Steb, it's the 35 eyeshadow palette in Beyond the Sunset Ultimate. I didn't use this one time yet, and I want to, but I don't necessarily want to keep it in this drawer. I'm going to use this on the side, and I have a new way of doing things I'm going to talk to you about in a second. This is going to be one of my side palettes, so I'm going to keep this out of the drawer though. As you know, I pre-pull my palettes because it's too hard to film the actual pulling process. This is my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. This is my all-time favorite palette of life, and this is not going to go in my drawer. This is going to go on top of my desk, and it's just going to stay there probably until the end of September, because this is the time of year that I use this the most. I absolutely love this palette, and it's going to stay up there. So that is where that is going. This is the new BH Cosmetics Color Festival palette from this year. That one was from last year or the year before, I can't remember, but this is the newest one. I haven't even used this yet. I'm gonna pull this into my drawer for now, and we'll see if it's gonna get the same treatment as the other one and end up on my desk for the summer, or if it's gonna be put away. But for now, I'm just gonna test that out. This is the Becca Volcano Goddess palette, and I feel like when I got this in the winter, it was the holiday palette, I feel like I really barely touched it, and I just want to pull this in this time to use these 4 shades. Like, of course I'll use other stuff too, but I really want to try each one of these in a look, and I don't know if I'll get to all 4 this time around, but I at least want to try by bringing this in. This is the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. I got this in my VIB sale haul, and I did use it like twice so far, but I want to fully use it in a Shop My Stash for a few weeks and see what I think about it. So far I like it. This is the Violet Voss Flamingo palette. This is the time of year for this one as well. I think these colors are going to be so nice in the summertime. I really, when I first got this, it was the fall, and even though I was excited to get it because I wanted it last summer, I had to wait for the fall to get it, and then I wasn't really able to use it. So that is coming in. And this is going to be number 5 for in the drawer. So far we have 1 for on my vanity and 5 for in the drawer. This is the original Sephora Pro Editorial palette, and I love this palette. My love for this is legendary. I don't get to use it enough, but this is the time of year. The reason I took the Steb one out is because I really want to bring this one in. I know that's not really fair to the other palette, but I just don't want to have both taking up room in that drawer. But that brings me to my new plan. This is my side, I want to say, but this is my side hoe basket, but basically this is my side palette basket. This is going to be a basket for things that I want to use one time. So I don't want to necessarily bring them into my Shop My Stash and have them sit there for 3 weeks, but I want to use each one of these palettes at least once. And some days I'll wear makeup more than once, because if I'm filming a tutorial or something, I might wash it off. So that's, you know, that's how I think I'm going to be able to use all this much eyeshadow. So this will be in there. This is the Steb palette again. If I use this once or twice, I'll be very happy. The Anastasia Sultry palette, I got this for Christmas. I did have this in a Shop My Stash where I used it a few times, but I really just want to use it maybe 1 or 2 more times this month, get some more use out of it. Lisa gave me this, and I really haven't paid much attention to it yet, and I really want to use it at least once. The Tartelette in Bloom. It's very neutral, so, you know, this is really my colorful time, which is why I just want to use it at least once for now. This is Royal Fair by BH. I feel like if you watched my ranking my drugstore palettes video, I don't really know this palette very well, and I just felt like, you know what, I need to use it 1 or 2 times and just see what I think. So that's coming in. This is also new. This is the It's My Ray Ray from BH. I don't want to fully pull this into a Shop My Stash yet because, like I said, I have so much in there. I just really want to use it like 1 or 2 times this month. And same with this. This is brand new as well. This is the Love in London palette. If you know how much I love the Hanging in Hawaii palette, I wanted to get this palette because I believe it's probably the same formula because they launched at the same time. And that other palette is amazing. And so I really just want to try this one out a couple times before I fully pull it in. So this is what this basket is going to be. And this really, and I'm sorry that there's dog hair in it because this palette sits on the floor, or not this palette, this basket sits on the floor next to my desk so that it's kind of in my view. And then I can just take it out and hopefully it'll be empty by the end of the next Shop My Stash rotation. Okay, now we can actually get into things. This is my highlighter drawer. I feel like every time I pull in highlighters, I pull in like 6 or 7, and I feel like I still don't have enough variety. But anyways, I'm gonna do, let's do 7 this time. Oh, did I keep one? No, I just have Cookie. I definitely am gonna pull this in. This is swiftly becoming one of my favorites. This is the Bronze Glow from Bobbi Brown. I love this highlighter, especially I think in the summer it's going to be gorgeous, which brings me and reminds me to pull this one. This is one of my favorite summertime highlighters. This is Topaz from Jouer. This is stunning in the sun. This reflects the sun like almost nothing else that I have. It's so beautiful. I was thinking that I wanted to pull in 2 of these Master Chromes. This one is the Chrome Extreme in Diamond Glow. This one is the newest to me out of all of them, and I haven't used it as much. That's going to be a nice lighter alternative to all the things I pulled in. And then this one is my favorite out of all of them, the Molten Rose Gold one. This is up there with my favorites for sure, for sure. And this is definitely more of like a peachy one. So there's 4. I don't want any, oh, this shouldn't really be in here. This should be in the blush drawer. This is Wet n Wild's, what's it called? Don't Flutter Yourself. I put it in here because it's very highlighter-y, but at the same time it's blushy. I'm just gonna pull that in. I don't know if it's a blush or a highlighter yet. I kind of feel like I want to pull this in, but I'm saving that thought for a minute. ColourPop. Yeah, let's do On the Cusp. I really like this. I like Flexitarian a lot as well, which is that other one, but I really like this one even more. This is On the Cusp. It's so beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 2 more. Let's do this. This is the NARS Banque de Sable face palette, and this doesn't see enough use. I've had this for a long time. And let's bring this in because this is one of my favorites. I still want to hit pan. I have a little pan showing, not pan showing, but I have a big dip right here. This is Sparkling Peach from Lancome from the Dual Finish Highlighter. Yeah, I feel like those are all very different from each other. Maybe those 2 are a little bit similar, but everything else is very different. So they can all have a space in my Shop My Stash this time. This is my foundation and primer drawer now. I'm gonna pull primers first. I'm gonna pull in Primed and Peachy from Too Faced. I actually really like that. And we're gonna do the NARS Smooth and Protect because this one is pore filling. It also has SPF 40, which I really like. So I think I only need those 2. Now, I get to pull in so many glowy foundations because I'm not going to work this month at all. And that means I don't need to worry about longevity. Most of the days that I wear makeup, it's like 6 hours or less. So I am good to pull in anything. So number 1 is going to be this. This is Lancome Skin Feels Good in Blonde. I freaking love this. It's so gorgeous on the face. This is definitely a summer shade for me as well, so we're going into that, so I like that. And it just hasn't seen any use in a long time, so I'm happy that I'm gonna be able to use that a lot. Let's also do the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a foundation. This is in the shade Medium Nude. This says it's a velvet matte finish, but it's very hydrating. Like, I'm pretty sure hyaluronic acid is one of the big ingredients in this. So it's not really a mattifying foundation, but I really like it. Also, this is my holy grail, and I got it in a deeper shade this time. This is Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Hydrating Foundation in the shade 2.1. My normal shade is 1.2, so this I did try out, and I think it's gonna work for the summertime. But yeah, I feel like this, I don't know if I got an older one because I feel like it looks like it's slightly separating, which it better not be. But anyways, there's that. Also this is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation in the shade F6. I love this as well. This makes 4 foundations. That one's also hydrating too, even though it's a stick foundation. I also have my Makeup Use Up. I kind of want to pull this in too, but this was just kind of in my Shop My Stash, and it's a little bit of a lighter shade. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now. I think 4 plus my Makeup Use Up one are good. Here is my single eyeshadow drawer. This might look different because I did reorganize this. If you didn't see that, I did a little really short video about it because it was just a spur of the moment thing. Okay, first of all these Metalist eyeshadows from Touch in Sol. I've only used one of them so far, and I just put them in here out of my new bin just because I wanted to remember to pull them in. So I'm gonna bring in all 3 of these. Now I do have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, as you saw, so I'm not gonna go too crazy in here, but I kind of want to pull this in. This is Lucky Penny from the Sephora collection, and I still, like, I barely use this. I don't know if I like it, so I need to use that at least once or twice. Other than that, in here, I still feel like I need to play with like these Eyes to Kill soon, but I just don't want to right now. There's nothing else really in here that I feel like I need to bring in, maybe want to. I kind of want to use this. This is Roy G. Biv from ColourPop. This is stunning, and I don't even like the Super Shock eyeshadows, but this color in particular is so nice. I just decluttered this drawer as well. I reorganized and decluttered, so I did declutter a bunch of Super Shock shadows, but I kept this one because it's just so different. But other than that, I feel like these pigments too, I really love. What the hey, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna bring both of these in. If I use them, I use them. If I don't, I won't feel guilty because I did use them a lot before I even put them in my collection when they were just brand new. The Crab and the Ram from the Zodiac Kathleen Lights collection. Freaking love those. And also I'm gonna pull this in, the Kaja Toasted Caramel Trio. I know that seems like a lot of eyeshadow, guys, and it is, but I just don't care. That's what it is this time. Oh my gosh, okay. As I was pulling single shadows, I truly forgot that there's a couple things in here I really, really want to pull in. Number 1 is this. This is the Too Faced Tickled Peach palette. I got a replacement. This is the brand new one that I picked up in the Sephora VIB sale. I had this palette. I smashed the shade. I love this palette. It's one of my favorite things in my whole entire collection. So I'm bringing that in. Also, I did use this once or twice. You know what? I'm going to put this in my side palette bin. This is from Viseart. This is the Theory palette in, I think it's called Amethyst. Does it even say? I don't know. It's the purple one. I did use this a couple times. If I use this again once this month, I will be happy. So, but this will go in my Shop My Stash. This will go in the side palette. And then this guy, I want to use at least once as well. I used it once, but I want to use it one more time at least. This is the Nubian palette, the little mini. I have the Nubian too, and I really like that. But yeah, this, because I think this to me is going to be a little bit more of a fall palette, but I want to use it at least once. So I'm going to put this in the side palette bin as well. And I forgot almost, this is brand new. I want to use this. This is the Blushing in Belly palette from BH. Literally just got this, haven't even used it yet. So this I'm going to pull in for a blush palette. And then speaking of blush, here's my blush drawer. I know I want to bring this in. I've used this a few times. It's Soft Peach from Cover FX, their new blushes. Really, really like that. I know I want to bring in California. This is just one of my favorites this time of year. So pretty. So bring that in. Oh, I hate saying bring that in. I say it constantly in these videos. Oh, this one. This is a fairly new one. I only used it one time. This is the Laura Geller Berry Trifle. The Baked Blush and Brighten in Berry Trifle. I think this is really dark. And it is kind of dark for this time of year. But I also like how glittery it is, and I think if it's used lightly on the cheeks that it would actually end up looking really nice in the summertime. I kept Ginger Pop. What about this one? I like this one. It's not, I don't know, it's not that summery. So this is from Milani. Maybe it is. It's the American Beauty Rose is the shade. Oh. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, I do want something a little bit brighter. What's this one? This is a little bit brighter. Entertain from Tarte. That looks nice. Okay, we'll do that. And then, oh, I want to do Lotus Pink. I had this in here a few rotations ago, but I really love this. Is one of my favorite all-time blushes. That's a really nice summer shade because it's a very bright pink, so we'll do that one as well. I have that blush palette, so that's 2, 4, 6 plus a blush palette, plus I kept one. I don't really think I need, you know what? I don't think I need anything else, but I'm going to pull one other thing. I'm going to pull this because these MAC blushes I don't use very often. The Extra Dimension blush, and this is in the shade Cheeky Bits, and this is really like a summertime shade. It's super bright, it's kind of peachy, really pretty. So I know that's a lot of blush, but we're just doing this Shop My Stash large this time. You know that saying with cats, if it fits, it sits? Well, this time around, those blushes just barely fit in my drawer. So to me, if it fits, it sits. So it stays. Here's concealer and powder. For one thing, I know for sure I'm gonna pull this in, the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. I freaking love this. I got this from the VIB sale and I've actually used this probably 12 times already. I was using this more than the Fenty. I just kept putting it in here and grabbing for it every day because I wanted it. So this is coming straight in. Other than that, I do have my e.l.f. pressed powder, which is Makeup Use Up, but I still feel like I might want a mattifying powder here and there. So I'll do the Rimmel Stay Matte Loose Setting Powder. This is strictly for my face, not my under eye, but I'm gonna bring this in. And then for concealer, I'm really torn. I don't really know what to do. I have the Tarte one, which I'm trying to use up. I want to use the Josie Maran Vibrancy Concealer. I love this. I haven't used it in a while. I kind of want to use the Fasterness from Lancome. It's not brightening, but that's okay. I really like it. I love the consistency of it. One I haven't used in a really long time is the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer, and it's not very much coverage, but I think there might be days that I might like that. So I'll do this one. This is as close as I can zoom in on this last drawer. It's kind of hard to actually get down here and in here. Okay, for one thing, I know I'm gonna bring this in, the L'Oreal Glam Bronzer in Medium. I love this. I was testing this out in my chopping block series, and I really love it. So I'm bringing this in for sure. Also, I think it's time. Okay, one thing for sure, this Sweetie Pie bronzer from Too Faced, this is something I bought recently as well, and I kept wanting to use it. And I was trying to make myself use my Shop My Stash stuff, but I love this. It's so beautiful. It has kind of a rosy hue, but it's still a bronzer, so I'm gonna do that one. And then it's time, I think, to do MAC Sunbask. This is actually a blush, but I use it strictly as a bronzer. It's got that sunburnt look to it. It's not, I don't know if the swatch really does anything, but it's really got a burnt sunburnt look to it, and I love it. Also gonna pull in the Quickie Contour Stick, the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick from Benefit. Love this as well. Here's my blush and highlighter drawer. Clearly this is taking up a lot of space, but I figure if I put it over top of the brows, I'll still be able to see everything else, and then, you know, I can just reach for whatever brow product. Here's the complexion drawer. So foundation, I still, like I said, have one makeup use up one over there. Powders, primers, bronzers, I had to keep that one in there because it's really large. And then concealer, and as discussed, my side palette bucket. Just to clarify, I'll be happy if I use these things once. That's why they're in here. One time is enough, maybe 2 times, but 1 time at least. I will be happy that I'm getting some usage out of my stuff other than the stuff that is used multiple times in my Shop My Stash drawer. I actually moved this single into here just because I figure if I use it 1 time, that'll be fine. And then this is the way the eyeshadow palette drawer looks. There is a lot of stuff in here in this whole Shop My Stash overall. I feel like normally I like to use everything at least a couple times before I do a new Shop My Stash, so I don't know how long I'm gonna keep these drawers this way. I never have a particular time limit. It's always just kind of like whenever I feel the feeling of wanting newness. So, but this is how this looks. I'm really so excited to use these palettes this time around, like all of them. I'm so pumped. If you're new here, definitely subscribe because I do this series all the time. And that's it for today. I hope that you guys are having a great day. I will see you in my next video. Bye.